Installing a decal, and I wanted to show you all. Sometimes when you're installing a decal, especially like say a quote or something that has little thin parts, when you're installing it onto your surface, you'll notice you get sometimes little thin parts that come up and they don't release from the transfer paper. Right there, you see it? It's the part of the L, the little serif there at the end of the L. What you want to do when that happens, you want to press back down and you're going to basically nudge it. See, like that? Now it's staying. And if it comes up again, you would just press it down. And that's one way when you're installing a quote, or really any decal that has little tiny parts, that you would get it to go down. And you can always press it down a little bit with your finger too. It's just, if it's doing that, especially because what happens is these little thin parts, they don't have as much adhesive because there's just less surface area because it's such a thin piece of vinyl. So as you're installing it, it wants to sometimes come up. So you just have to, and some surfaces, like if it's glass, or eggshell paint type surfaces, the really shiny ones, they take on the vinyl a lot easier. They grab it better. So that's all you have to do, and you just have to take your time doing this little line here. And I'm going to see this is coming up right there. I just basically press it down, and you kind of just want to go with it. Like if it's coming up like that, you just kind of go back over it again. And what you can also do, it's a little harder because I'm doing it with one hand as I'm recording, is you basically would turn this around a little bit and just kind of go, as I'm pressing, you would go like that with the vinyl. See, the vinyl goes like this. It's your strongest point, like that. If you go pull it down a little bit more, it's gonna want to come up more. And what you can even do is, you can see here I've torn it. That way I'm not having to worry about the transfer tape on the rest of the vinyl. So it makes it easier to just control one particular section of the decal. So that is one piece of advice for today on installing decals.